Well, welcome, and thank you for being here today to hear a very important announcement for LEAP, Tampa Bay College Access Network, the FUSE program, and most importantly, the students across Tampa Bay. I'm Betty Castor. I chair the Board of Trustees of the Community Foundation. Some of you already know that our mission is to build a better community through philanthropy, vision, and leadership. I got that right. We do that by bringing together donors, nonprofit organizations, and community leaders to spark change and resolve challenges. Improving education and access to education is one of the primary ways that we do this. Obviously, education is very important to me. I've spent my lifetime in it, and I'm so proud that the Community Foundation stepped forward to be the backbone organization of the LEAP Tampa Bay College Access Network. LEAP is a network of community partners from all sectors: business, education, government, and philanthropy. It spans the Bay, which for some of us who have been here a few decades, we know how important that is. You can see the list of partners on the banner behind me. The goal of LEAP is to increase the number of working age adults in Tampa Bay with a degree or high quality certificate to 60% by 2025. That's a lofty goal when you think that today we're at 48%. So we have a way to go. But we've made progress since LEAP began in 2016. We still have a considerable work on our plates. But we're here today to talk about good news and community partnerships that move our area forward. And to make that announcement, please welcome Marlene Spalton, President and CEO of the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay. Marlene.
LEAP is a true collective impact effort with a vision council made up of the leaders of our partners, a leadership council that sets strategic direction, and work groups that guide specific strategies. When LEAP launched in 2016, we chose 4 areas of focus. FAFSA completion. FAFSA is that federal form that you have to complete in order to get financial aid, oftentimes merit-based aid as well. Asset identification, we needed to know what the landscape was out there. Strategic communications, and FUSE. FUSE is a seamless transfer program between USF and 8 Florida state colleges, including Hillsborough Community College and St. Petersburg College. It offers a timely graduation pathway toward an associate's degree and a bachelor's degree. And students who are accepted into FUSE are guaranteed admission into their major at USF as long as they complete the requirements of their pathway. A little more than a year ago, we gathered at the University of South Florida to announce a unique partnership, the FUSE Scholarship, which provides $5,500 to low-income FUSE students who qualify academically. Many are first-generation minority or underrepresented students in our educational attainment. The U.S. Maribank Foundation was the founding donor with $500,000 to the scholarship. Well, then the Helios Education Foundation matched that gift with $1 million. And Helios issued a challenge. We love challenges. They would contribute another $1 million if we could raise an additional $500,000. And they gave us 2 years to do it. As a member of our leadership council representing HCC, who personally contributed $50,000 to the FUSE scholarship, and then convinced his mother to contribute as well, I would like to invite Paul Nagy to make today's announcement.
I'm I'm shameless, I guess, in that regard. So on behalf of few students now and the thousands yet to come, it's my privilege to make the following announcement. I'm happy to announce that almost a year ahead of schedule, LEAP partners working together have successfully met the challenge from Helios by raising $500,000 for the Fuse Scholarship Fund, bringing the scholarship total to $3 million. And we're just starting. We're just starting.
Thank you, Paul. And now join me to welcome and to thank our partner and our friend, Paul Luna, President and CEO of the Helios Education Foundation. Paul.
Well, good morning to everyone, and thank you for the opportunity for us to be here as well. And I want to personally thank everyone for being here, for taking time out of your busy day to be here for such a great announcement and a great celebration. So to Paul, to Marlene, to Betty, first off, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for accepting the challenge, as you said, and for leading this community to fully fund the Fuse Scholarship Endowment. It was just a little over a year ago, I remember us together announcing with our partner at Valley Bank, US AmeriBank then, and at the time thinking it was an aspirational goal. And with every challenge you think, wow, I hope, and I'm not supposed to say that as a foundation. You're supposed to feel, excited, this is going to happen. But there's a level of trust where you say, well, this seems like a really great idea and it's going to come together. I really do hope it works. And here we are, long before the time we'd even given ourselves to be successful, already celebrating. And I think what that really is an indication of is when you come together in the spirit of what's truly right in serving students, communities will respond and individuals will respond. But it still requires leadership, and the leadership you have all provided to get us to where we're at today and what we're celebrating today is something I want to make sure that we acknowledge and thank you for that. So please give them and the Community Foundation, and I know a number of board members are here, thank you for being here, and give them a round of applause for what you're doing to lead this effort. It truly is our pleasure to be here, to be part of this celebration. I just want to take one moment. For those of you who maybe don't know about Helios Education Foundation, I want to just take a quick moment and share a little bit about who we are and why these types of partnerships are so important. So Helios is an education foundation that is one foundation that serves two states. And our vision is that every student in Arizona and Florida will be successful in post-secondary education. And that is our focus and that is our commitment. We call it, in our work, we have a student success focus. And in particular, we focus on increasing post-secondary education success and completion for first-generation minority and low-income underrepresented students. We care about all students. We care about all children. And that's why I say our vision is every student. But when you look at where you can have the greatest impact and where you want to fully engage, oftentimes it is that first generation student. How many individuals are first generation college graduate students? So by definition, I raised my hand too, I am too, very proudly to say that, because the impact that it has. And when that first college graduate out of a community, out of a family, it really raises the hopes and the aspirations of all around. And that's the power of what Fuse represents and this focus on first generation college students. We are driven at Helios by 4 fundamental beliefs as well. So everything we do is driven by this idea that it's about community, it's about equity, it's about investment, and about partnership. So community. Education changes lives and makes communities better. Investment. Education is an investment and not an expense. Too often we feel and we see that education is viewed as how do we cut and how do we make it more efficient, when we believe education is the most important investment that we can make as individuals or as a state, as an entity, to the future of our success as a state. It's this idea of equity, every student. And at Helios, we're very committed to this idea of every student, regardless of where you're born, who your parents are, what zip code you live in, how much money you have, the color of your skin, your sexual orientation, regardless, every student should have an opportunity to be successful in post-secondary education. And finally, the idea of partnership. And that's really, I think, what we're celebrating today and recognizing today and acknowledging the importance of partnership, because we know as a foundation, it's only through partnership that we will be able to be successful and ultimately meet our vision. We can't do it by ourselves. It's only through partnerships. And when you see a billboard like this, and you see all of the names, you know that a community is healthy and strong when you see these types of partnerships coming together, and that spirit of togetherness as well. So we're here to celebrate this idea of partnership, to share our appreciation, to be invited to partner with you, to play the role that we can, but more importantly, to celebrate the successes that you have as well, and to do that together. So with all that said, the last thing I will share from a Helios perspective, and this is something that our board talks about often, is in spite of everything we do and whatever we might do and how we talk about it, we try to never forget at the end of the day, it's still about students. It's still about each and every student whose lives we get to touch. And there's nothing more special than an opportunity to hear from a student who is participating and benefiting from the partnerships that we create. So as I think really the most special part of today's little formal presentation is we too today get to hear from a student, a very bright young lady named Leah Messina, who's from St. Petersburg College. She's a second semester Fuse student majoring in accounting, and please welcome her to share a little bit about what she's doing as part of Fuse. Please welcome Leah.
Hi everyone, as mentioned, I'm Leah Messina. I am a recipient of the Fuse Scholarship at SPC College. I moved here from New Jersey when I was a sophomore in high school, and currently a little bit about myself is I love animals. I have a little Boston Terrier named Newton. I like adrenaline activities. I like skydiving, zip lining, fun stuff, but also education. It's an important one. I'm 21 years old, and I started my education at St. Petersburg College last January, so I'll be getting my associates this May, so fast-tracked it a bit. Thank you. I've been placed on the President's Honor List so far every semester, so I'm really shooting for this semester also. My experience at this school has been wonderful. All the support, been full-time students, really meant a lot to me. Thanks to the Fuse program, I have been officially accepted to the University of South Florida, and I plan to start my semester for May, summer term. I am truly grateful and honored to be chosen for this Fuse scholarship due to the prestige and motivation associated with it. After achieving my bachelor's degree at the University of South Florida in accounting, I hopefully want to get my MBA and my CPA and CFE certifications. This is all due. I just want to go into forensic accounting. So it involves investigating embezzlements, money laundering, some excitement into the accounting field. You know, I don't want to be behind a desk, but it should be fun. I feel that in order to impact lives, education is really key, so getting my education is very important to me. This scholarship, it fuels my ability and drive for success. Thank you for believing in my potential as a student and for my career in general. Without the donations from these amazing foundations, people, and companies, this would not have been made possible, especially the Helios Foundation. So thank you guys so much. This is my dad also. That's my dad. Here for support. He's also in accounting, so follow in the footsteps. That's all. That's it for today.
Hi, I'm Marty Solomon. I'm on the list of donors, and I was supposed to explain why this was a great program, but I think it was self-explanatory, what you've heard already. I'm also an accountant. So you saw this wonderful young up-and-coming accountant and an old has-been accountant. Quite a day. I want to first thank Helios. The program, from the point of view of a donor, is terrific. I said, you know, I find in my refrigerator 2 of everything because of BOGO. Okay? Well, this is BOGO plus 1. You know, education, for all of the reasons that I've mentioned, has been a passion for my wife and myself. And this program comes along, and all of a sudden, every dollar we give becomes $3. So it's a can't miss thing, and it's really gratifying. It's personally gives me a great deal of satisfaction to be involved. So thank you again.
Thank you, Marty, and thanks to all of you for coming. I wonder, I know there are some additional students who are with us this morning. I wonder if the students can kind of just get in the center or wave your hand or let us know who you are. Don't be shy. There are shy students who are here with us, but to all of my colleagues on the board who made it, and representatives from USF, St. Pete College, HCC, and everyone else. Thanks again for being with us. We would like to ask the students, the board members, our donors, to please stick around or please come up to the front so that we can do some picture taking and some more celebration. And this is a wonderful morning, and we have so much to be grateful for. We appreciate your being here. We're all happy that we're not in Chicago. With that, thanks again for being here. Thank you.